Hey, what's going on? And welcome back to the channel. It is oneWAYfootball, and I'm James, your home for everything football, culture, and chaos. Today we are running it through the top 10 football films of all time. Not just like the game on the pitch, but the blood, the sweat, the stories that come with it. And well, some are about glory, others about grit. So let's get into it. Oh, and make sure you wear your clobber as well, because you're going to need it. So starting off at number 10, at goal, the dream begins in 2005.
One day, son. But not today. Come on, move!
A proper feel-good journey. Santiago Munez, he goes from America and has the dream from moving from LA all the way over to the Premier League and joins Newcastle United. Heart, hope, and it just shows the game can change lives. So at number 10, well, the dream begins. At number 9, Mean Machine 2001, a prison brawl starring Vinnie Jones and Jason Statham. It's loud, funny, and full of crunching tackles.
I'm gonna fucking ruin your life.
No. You're not stitching anyone up. Not on my watch.
Think of it as hooligan humor meets redemption story, because it's absolutely fantastic. Have you ever seen The Longest Yard? Well, it's the English version of that film, and it's an absolute belter. Number 8 is Maradona. Now, this is a documentary back in 2008, and it's not your average biopic film. This one dives into the deep chaotic genius of Maradona.
El psicológico esto lo turbaba. Entonces, Maradona se
Off the pitch, and the football and the politics that go with it, the addictions that he had, and it's just one of those mad stories of an Argentinian ride that just goes off the rails. So at number 8 is Maradona. And then at number 7 is Rise of the Footsoldiers back in 2007. It's not just about the football, but the firm life that surrounds it, and it is a culture within the football outside on the terraces and grounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Gardner. He was West Ham's top boy.
Owen Leach goes through the terrace fights with the ICF, which is a firm based on West Ham. And he goes through the underworld, through crime, and some of the things that he gets up to is just unspeakable. Hard-hitting and proper East End stuff, and this is why it gets in the top 10 and whops in at number 7. Now, jumping in at number 6, a brand new film that has just been released by Nick Love, and we know what Nick Love can bring to the table when it comes to films, because he brings absolute brilliance to films like The Business and Football Factory. But this one, Marching Powder, bit of an average spill for me, because it bases on a guy that's going through a midlife crisis, and he still goes around walking in the club, he goes to matches, and he still gets involved with the firms and fighting and the drugs as well.
Don't you feel the slightest bit embarrassed?
Dreadfully embarrassed, mate.
It's really hard if some people have experienced this as well. Can ruin their marriage, can break up relationships, and that's what he's going for. He's going to try and rebuild his marriage, but he just gets roped into it every single time he tries to help out people. So this one is a good film for me, but it is kind of average because we've seen it kind of before, but it's still there to say that hooliganism and the firms and football culture is still still alive. So it comes in at number 6 for me. Coming in at number 5 is The Damn United. What an absolutely brilliant film this is, back in 2009, and Michael Sheen as Brian Clough is absolute class and brilliance.
Keep your opinions to yourself and start signing some fucking checks. There's a good lad. Leave the running of this football club to the professionals.
This one shows like the mind games, the politics, the obsession that comes with it, and managing the top level. 44 days of drama adds Leeds, pure absolute cinematic vibe to it, and this is why it makes my top 10 and gets in at number 5, The Damn United. In 4th place is Escape to Victory back in 1981. Imagine Pele, Bobby Moore and Sylvester Stallone in a PAL camp playing football against the Nazis. It's just absolute madness.
A set piece works in our favour, which means that as they
give me this. Go. After giving me ball, here I do these. Go. Easy.
But sounds mad, and it is, but an iconic and full of spirit film. So this is why this one jumps in at number 4. Escape to Victory. Coming in at number 3 is A Football Factory. 2004's Danny Dyer lives and breathes this role.
Fuck that for a laugh. I know what I'd rather do. Trot them away. Love it.
It's loud, violent, and unfiltered, basically. A proper dive into the life of a football hooligan, and also implements like behind the scenes of what actually goes on after football games. One of the best football terrace films of today. Jumping in 2nd place almost probably was one of my first picks to come first, but then I thought of another film at the top of my head, and this one comes in at 2nd just because of the pure brilliance of it. Green Street, 2005. I mean, sounds dodgy, but somehow it works. Like with Elliot Wood in the film, you just wouldn't think of it, and most of the actors in there were like American-based kind of like actors.
About soccer? Nah, mate. Not about soccer. And for fuck's sake, stop saying soccer.
So you would think, oh, how they put on their like English accents? They got away with it somehow. It just bases itself off of the West Ham GCSE, and the firm is just front and center, and it shows like the brotherhood and madness that you can stick together at all times when you're out there on the terraces, however bad it is, or if some of you don't see light to this, then it's not kind of your film. But at all costs, it's just the loyalty that brings when you're standing side to side with someone on that terrace watching football, and then after, if you're into that kind of thing, you know the feel of going head to head against your rivals. And Green Street is one of those that it just hits home a little bit when it comes to watching football and you're having your banter or stuff against your rivals, and it just has everything in there to be a great film. So Green Street 2005 makes my number 2 in my top 10. And hitting first spot in my top 10 is Away Days. Probably not one of the films that you thought I was going to choose back in 2009. This is one that doesn't get the love it deserves. Now, set in the 70s at Merseyside, it's all about more than just the football violence, but it's about identity, music and fashion at that time and era, and finding your place in a group of people that you've only just met. The soundtrack is pure post-punk, and the casual scene, the vibe is real, and it just takes one of those spots for showing the soul of football on the terraces and outside of football when it goes to the culture and music vibe to it as well. For me, Away Days, absolutely fantastic film. I love the film to bits. I rewatch it every time I get the chance. So it does make my top 10 and number 1 spot in my top 10. So that's it all from me. These films don't just show football, they show the life around it, whether it'll be the glory or the firms or the documentaries that come with football. This is one of my top 10s. If you'd have put any other films or documentaries in that top 10, or you would have changed it about, please drop a comment below this video. Don't forget to like and share as well, and hit that bell for more content as well, because that is one of the major things that we have to do, is get more people and more views on this channel. So hit that bell, get notified when new content comes out. I'm James, and I shall see you on another video on One Way Football. Thank you very much. Peace.